Man, it's hot. I wish I could get an HVAC guy to come out and figure out why the mini split's not working. Let's go ahead and turn this off. Been a while since we had copyright infringement, but hey, it's working. Anyways, I just want to do a little update as to where I am and what I've got going. We'll go ahead and start outside. I don't know if I've shown my updated bays, but we will start this little tour. Beautiful. We've got, this is a gray tank, the black tank's back behind it, and the water tank. I tell you, sitting right there on top of the water tank, great sewer hose storage. Everybody talks about the stinky slinky and how dirty they are. Man, my hoses are pretty much spotless and look brand new. I don't know why people aren't cleaning them. I'm going to try to put the water heater right here in this spot, but I don't know if it'll fit. Got the tank drains, water manifold going in. I tell you, one thing I haven't put in yet is a shore tile water supply. I've got my 110 volt plug. That door won't quite open if I'm using all those adapters down to 15 amp. It will if I'm going down to just a 30 amp. Circuit breaker box is going in. I need to get started on some of the electrical. I need to go ahead and get this stuff cleaned up. Battery bays in. You can't see the inverter, but I did a video on that. It looks pretty much the same. Got the Copilot seat in. Paneling and stuff is going up. I tell you, I started with the cedar because it was fairly cheap and somewhat structurally sound, but Lowe's doesn't have it. This is the second or third product, I don't remember what the other ones were, that I've started with on this build that they've discontinued. There's not even a spot for it anymore. So I had to switch to pine. Cedar, pine. Cedar, pine. And then this wall, I think it's, cedar. I think that's pine, and from about here down's pine. Which, I've got the cedar in all the, what I call the wet-prone areas. Backsplash is in. That's poplar with a walnut stain. I'm pretty sure this is birch with a walnut oak mixture. I'm actually going to stain it to get it a little bit darker, so it's close to that. I'll use the same walnut stain, or the dark walnut I did on that for this. That's actually what color my trim pieces are going to be in too. Haven't done much with the cabinet here since the last video I showed. I've been playing around with it and cleaning it, and something, like I say, everything I got out of Gary's bus is twisted, which is fine. I'm not arguing, or I'm not bitching about it, because, well, he practically gave it to me. But anyways, oh, got the seat rail in. Fantastic fans in. Once I get that sealed up, I'll be putting the trim ring around it. I haven't lap sealed it out front yet. If you notice in my earlier videos, these cabinets are sitting flush against this. I actually had to bump them out so it lines up with this side for the door jamb. sink's working. This is all cedar, and that's prone to splash, so I'll be fine with that being switched. Everything else in here will be switched to the pine, I guess. I'm okay with that. One problem I'm running into is with the shower. The shower doors, or the shower kit, is 6 foot tall. This is only like 57 inches to this corner piece right here. So what I've done is I've actually cut the floor, which I have, I've got the original floor insulation and the board, but I've cut all that out down to the factory floor, which lowered that 1.5 inches, which will get me real close. I may need to slot this to slide the shower kit up in there in this corner. And it'll bottom it out against the actual roof on the outside, but I don't think there's enough height right here. That's going to be a problem that I'm going to have to address sooner than later. I've been trying to think about the walls in here, what I'm doing, tile, this, that, the other, whatever. I actually think I'm probably going to stick with that white board, just the slick stuff with no seams. That's probably what I'm going to use. It's easy, it's cheap. It's water resistant. I think it'll look good being just solid white, because the frame on the shower housing or the shower door kit is all black and the pan's black. So I think that solid white background will make that look good. Toilet's got to come up here shortly so I can get the floor out from underneath of it, because I will soon be relaying this floor. I had all the flooring going left to right. I wanted to break up the length of the bus, but I had that buckling issue right here, where the hallway's so narrow. I'm actually going to rotate all this flooring 90 degrees and run it front to back. It's going to be easier to lay. I've got this kind of stripped down a little bit here. I added these 2 cabinets. I don't know if I've showed those. We're not full-time, just weekend warriors in it. 4 bunks. Each bunk gets a cabinet. Or gets a shelf on a cabinet, I should say. The boys' bunks actually have a wide gap. They put all their backpacks and all that stuff in there. I might actually build a little cabinet for them at the foot of their bunks. Kind of like basically a drop-in thing. I can theoretically put a little something here, a little cubby, at the foot of each of mine and my wife's bunks. Haven't gotten that far yet because it works the way that it is. I've got to reframe all this behind the couch. I've got somebody that's given me, I haven't seen it, and it's just hearsay, but I think it is a couch that folds into a sleeper. I don't know if it'll fit in this spot. Probably not. The couch I can't turn sideways because there's obviously not enough room width. But these technically come off, and you can get rid of the center section and make a love seat combo. It might be, if I make it into the love seat, it might be narrow enough to put on that wall left to right, and then put that other couch right here. Time will tell on that. Like I say, I am pretty impressed, though, with how this is turning out. So, like I say, that is kind of what I've decided on for color scheme. White cabinets, dark countertops and trim, and a light colored planked wall. And I really want to find somebody to come out and figure out why this thing's not leaking. The small line on this is freezing up, which I think is an indication that it's low on Freon. So I'm assuming it's leaking at one of the seals. But I don't want to seal this wall up until they have a chance to look at it so they can access everything behind it. Show you the electrical cabinet. Everything is numbered. Every wire is numbered, even when I did the rewire on the bus. I do have the Charge Wizard where I'm running those AGM batteries, they like 14 and a half volts, which this thing will do. It'll do 14 and a half. Well, that's just a little update. And other than the problem with the shower, which I'm not too for sure how I'm going to fix that height issue with the shower stall kit, everything else is coming along nicely. You guys be good and be safe out there, and we'll catch you next time.